Design is memory made visible. Every line of the new T-Roc carries echoes of its ancestors yet bends toward tomorrow. The front fascia sits broad and purposeful, shoulders stretched, a quiet strength in its stance. It is 12 centimeters longer than before, and every millimeter feels deliberate, a posture that announces presence without arrogance. Headlights ignite first, crystalline LEDs shaped like eyes that see farther than human sight. Then the strip of white illumination draws a line across the grille, meeting the glowing Volkswagen emblem at the center. A heartbeat of technology in pure light. The world reflects in its paint. 6 tones, each one mixed with just enough metallic dust to turn color into motion. When clouds drift overhead, the surface behaves like water, rippling softly. When sunlight strikes, it becomes glassy and bold. From a distance, the coupe-like rear descends in a perfect arc, ending in a continuous LED band that glows red as dusk. It's a gesture of unity, light running unbroken from one edge to the other, a single pulse of design language. The proportions have matured, widened, grounded. Yet the T-Roc still looks agile, like it could spring forward from rest. Underneath, every panel hides mathematics. The MQB Evo platform, lightweight, rigid, tuned for precision. To drive it someday will be to feel architecture in motion. Open the door and silence greets you first. A hush so complete it feels curated, like a museum built for motion. The cabin is no longer plastic and pattern. It is touch, texture, and temperature working together. Soft surfaces flow across the dash, wrapped in a newly developed woven fabric that feels alive under the fingers. Ambient light seeps through the seams, not bright but warm. Amber, sapphire, or ice white depending on mood. It doesn't flood, it breathes. The interior glows softly like a lounge at midnight, waiting for conversation that never needs words. In front of the driver hovers a 13-inch touchscreen, suspended like a thought above the center line. It's fast, fluid, aware. One gesture changes a song, another shifts the driving mode, and somewhere deep inside silicon remembers every preference. The steering wheel sits thicker now, rimmed in fine stitching, small enough for confidence yet large enough for control. Behind it, digital instruments move with cinematic grace, speed, energy flow, navigation all dancing in real time. And higher still, the new head-up display paints data onto glass. Arrows, speed limits, quiet guidance projected onto air. The seats, ergo-active thrones, adjust in 14 ways. Their hidden motors hum quietly, its balance, the perfect tuning of materials and mind. Beneath the sculpted metal lives motion itself. The 2025 T-Roc breathes through its new generation of hybrid engines, machines built not for dominance, but for harmony. At its heart lies the 1.5-liter ETSI, a mild hybrid marvel coupled to a 48-volt system that captures and returns energy like a heartbeat. It delivers 116 or 150 horsepower, smooth as silk yet eager beneath the right foot. The start-stop transition is invisible. Acceleration whispers rather than shouts. Soon will come the full hybrids, engines and electrons dancing together in a ballet of torque. And beyond them, a 2.0-liter TSI mild hybrid with 4-motion all-wheel drive, ready for those who read roads like stories waiting to be written. Every engine pairs with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox, the DSG, quick, intuitive, almost telepathic. It anticipates shifts the way a conductor senses the next note, and in doing so keeps motion unbroken. The T-Roc's underpinnings, the MQB Evo Matrix, are more than metal beams. They are philosophy, flexibility, intelligence, and control. Each wheel sits poised at a perfect angle, tuned for agility but softened for grace. Even the suspension learns. Sensors measure weight, speed, pitch, and comfort until it's needed. Travel Assist has grown wiser. It can now change lanes automatically, reading mirrors, interpreting intent, watching speed signs, and anticipating curves. It's not a takeover. It's partnership. You rest a finger on the wheel, and the car reads your presence, your breathing, your pace. Park Assist Pro remembers what it learns. Show it a driveway once, and it will repeat the maneuver perfectly, backwards, forwards, inch by inch, while you stand outside controlling it from a smartphone. It's eerie at first, beautiful after. The exit warning system glows softly when danger approaches. Bicycles, cars, movement unseen. It whispers caution before a door opens, saving seconds that could change lives. Together, these systems don't replace the driver. They extend the driver's sense beyond sight and sound. It's as if the car has eyes on every horizon and a calm voice that says, "I've got this." Comfort is not luxury, it's empathy translated through design. Volkswagen has learned this truth and carved it into every inch of the new T-Roc. Air flows quietly through redesigned vents, carrying fragrance and temperature like intention. Noise insulation thickens toward the rear, letting conversation live easily at highway speed. The audio system, tuned to cabin geometry, creates sound so clean it feels Manufacturing too has evolved. Recycled materials weave into interior fabrics, Energy for production plants now flows increasingly from renewables. Every T-Roc born carries a smaller shadow behind it. A car is never just transportation. It's the stage where life quietly unfolds. Morning commutes, late-night returns, spontaneous escapes. They all happen within its quiet shell. The T-Roc understands this. It doesn't beg for attention. It offers presence. Its infotainment reminds you of meetings. Its navigation finds calm routes through chaos. Its adaptive cruise breathes in sync with your pace. In heavy rain, wipers dance rhythmically. Sensors keep distance precise. On open highways, lane assist holds the centerline gently, as if guiding rather than enforcing. When parked, it rests, charging, cooling, updating, waiting. Its illuminated logo dims like a heartbeat at rest, ready to wake again with a single touch. Themselves and the infotainment screen switches to a gentle contrast mode, protecting eyes from fatigue. Even the cup holders glow faintly, details almost invisible yet deeply felt. The rear cabin, often forgotten by designers, is generous here. Legroom stretches comfortably, thanks to those extra 12 centimeters. The backrests recline slightly, and the middle seat, firm but forgiving, can fold into an armrest. USB-C ports hide within reach, ready for the quiet hum of charging devices during long journeys. Behind all this, the cargo bay expands, 475 liters of capacity, cleanly shaped, with floor hooks and subtle illumination. You can feel the thought behind every hinge and handle. Nothing screams for attention. Everything simply works. The T-Roc moves best at twilight. That's when the LEDs earn their art. As dusk deepens, the IQ.Light system activates its adaptive beams, measuring reflections, rain, and shadows ahead. They bend light around other vehicles, carve paths through fog, and illuminate corners before the driver turns the wheel. The technology seems like magic, yet it's mathematics, tiny mirrors tilting hundreds of times per second. The rear signature comes alive, too. The continuous red line burns against the dark like a painter's stroke across canvas. Passersby stop to watch. Cameras rise. Somewhere a child whispers, "It looks alive." And in a way, it is, because every photon, every pulse of current, carries a The T-Roc doesn't challenge the road. It converses with it. Beyond mechanics, the T-Roc belongs to a connected world. Its systems update over the air, evolving long after it leaves the factory. Navigation learns traffic patterns, remembers daily routes, and offers alternatives before the mind asks. The voice assistant speaks naturally now. It listens like a companion rather than a command line. Say, "I'm cold," and the temperature rises. Whisper, "I'm tired," and ambient lighting shifts to soothing amber. Every connection from phone to cloud is encrypted, private, seamless. This technology designed not to impress, but to disappear into experience.